हेलो एवरीवन, आज से हम स्टार्ट कर रहे हैं मेन पोर्शन ऑफ कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर। तो सबसे पहले देखते हैं डेफिनेशन। ओके, डेफिनेशन ऑफ कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर। डेफिनेशन, ओके, तो डेफिनेशन क्या है? ए नंबर ऑफ द फॉर्म, a number of the form a plus iota b, a plus iota b, where a comma b belongs to r. Okay, a comma b belongs to r and iota equal to what? Root or minus 1. That number is called complex number. That number is called complex number, and it is denoted by z. Okay, so this is what complex number a plus iota b. Okay, so this one we will write as z equal to a plus iota b, where a comma b belongs to real number and iota equal to what? Root or minus 1. Okay, so any number of the form of a plus iota b, that number is called complex number, where a comma b belongs to real number and iota equal to root or minus 1. Okay, so a and b both are real numbers. Okay, so a we call what? Real part of z. A is called as real part of z. Okay, and it is denoted by re of z, real part of z. Okay, and with iota we have b. Okay, so b is called imaginary part of z. Okay, so b is called imaginary part of z because b is with iota. Okay, so with iota we have b, so b is called imaginary part of z and it is denoted by img of z, imaginary part of z. Okay, so z equal to a plus iota b. A is what? Real part of z and b is what? Imaginary part of z. Next we are discussing important points. So first point is we know z equal to a plus iota b is called complex number, where a comma b belongs to real number and iota equal to what? Root or minus 1. Okay, and a is called what? Real part of z. A is called what? Real part of z, re of z, and b is called what? Imaginary part of z. So this we will write as img of z. B is called imaginary part of z. Now here first point is what? Point a. Okay, if in this one real part of z is not equal to 0, that means a is what? Not equal to 0 and b is what? 0. Imaginary part of z is 0, so b is 0. Then this z will come what? A. Okay, b is 0, so iota b is what? Gone. We'll get z equal to a, and a is what? A belongs to r minus 0. Okay, so we can say that a is what? Real number. Okay, so z we can say purely real number, so z is called purely real number. Z is called purely real number. Second point number b. Okay, in this one only, point number b. Okay, now here if a is 0 but b is not equal to 0, then what will come? Z equal to iota b. Okay, then this number is called what? Purely imaginary. So z is called purely imaginary. Z is called purely imaginary. Okay, and last point is if a equal to 0 and b equal to 0, both 0, then what will come? Z equal to 0 plus iota 0. Then z is called purely real as well as purely imaginary, as well as purely imaginary. If a and b both are 0, then z equal to 0 plus eta 0 we call what? Purely real as well as purely imaginary. Okay, so here we can say that if in a complex number b is what? 0, then what will come? Z equal to a. So z will be what? Purely real. Okay, so we'll get z is what? Real number. So from here we can say that real number is always subset of complex number. Complex number will denote by C. Okay, so real number is what? Subset of C. Okay. Second important point is, see, we have two numbers, alpha equal to 3 and beta equal to 4. Then we can say that alpha is less than beta. Okay, alpha is less than beta. Okay, that means here we are defining is what? Alpha is less than beta. Why we are defining? Because both are real numbers. So if both are real number, we can compare alpha and beta. Okay, but we have two numbers, z1 equal to a plus eta b. Okay, a plus eta b, and z2 equal to c plus eta d. Okay, here b and d is what? Imaginary part of z1 and d is what? Imaginary part of z2. Okay, so one of them is what? Not 0. Okay, one of them is what? Not 0. So these two are complex number. Okay, these two are complex number. Here we can't define z1 is greater than or less than z2. Okay, z1 is greater than or less than z2, we can't define. Okay, is not defined. Okay, is not defined. Okay, so we can't define that one number is greater than or less than the other number if we have two complex number. If b and d both are 0, then z1 and z2 is what? Purely real number, then we can compare. But if they are complex number, then we can't compare between two numbers. That is your second point. Okay, third point is what? If we have two complex number, z1 equal to a plus eta b and z2 equal to c plus eta d. Okay, if I say z1 equal to z2, it is only possible if a equal to c, real part of z1 equal to real part of z2, and b equal to d. Okay, imaginary part of z1 equal to imaginary part of z2, then only we can say that z1 equal to z2. That is third point. Next is what? Fourth point is what? If a and b belongs to real number and a square plus b square equal to 0, a square plus b square equal to 0, it is only possible if a equal to b equal to 0. It is possible a equal to b equal to 0. Okay, so this implies what? A equal to b equal to 0. Now if a and b belongs to complex number, then a square plus b square equal to 0, it will not implies that a equal to b equal to 0. Okay, for example a is what? 1 plus eta and b is what? 1 minus eta. Okay, so now a and b value we are putting here. So what will come? A square plus b square equal to what? 1 plus eta whole square plus 1 minus eta whole square. So what will come this one? 1 plus eta square plus 2 eta plus 1 plus eta square minus 2 eta. Okay, 1 plus eta square is what? Minus 1. So these two are getting cancelled. 2 eta minus 2 eta getting cancelled. 1 plus eta square are minus 1. So these two are getting cancelled. We'll get what? 0. So a square plus b square equal to 0, where a is what? 1 plus eta, b is what? 1 minus eta. So both are what? Complex number. So if a and b are complex number, then a square plus b square equal to 0, then it is not necessary that a equal to b equal to 0. Okay, it is also possible that a and b both are complex number. So this is point number 4. Next point is what? Point number 5. Okay, if product of two number a into b equal to 0, okay, where a and b belongs to real or a and b belongs to complex number. Okay, then it implies that Okay, it implies that both are 0, or one of them is 0. Okay, either A is 0 or B is 0, or both are 0. Okay, so if A into B equal to 0, so this will be condition.